I want to share with you today a very quick case study of an individual who did a detox and his body composition numbers didn't turn out so well. Now, the reason I want to point this out is because I'm noticing all over social media this kind of increased trend, I don't know if you guys are seeing it too, of a lot of people promoting these like detox teas or juices or some drink that helped them lose 20 pounds in 30 days or whatever, and all of this stuff that is frankly a scam. And so I wanted to point out why that can be so harmful to the body. Now, this particular individual did this against our advice, and I'll explain why, but it turns out that it didn't work so well for his body composition. Now, let me just remind you, and I'll talk about this again a little bit more at the end, but anything like that, promoting really quick weight loss, is going to be a scam. When it comes to any sort of sustainable weight change or even just meeting your nutrition goals in one way or another, it's always going to take consistency, and frankly, it's probably going to take a long time, and that's okay. Let's take a look at this guy's metabolic rate. So this is his initial metabolic test. Now let me say that I haven't mentioned before, this person is 6'2" and came in at 208 pounds, okay? And as you can see, his initial metabolic rate is fine, and his protein substrate or breakdown of lean mass is just slightly too high. Honestly, we're not super concerned about this. Like, yes, in an ideal world, it would be a little bit less, but it wasn't too bad. So metabolism and overall initial metabolic profile is looking pretty good. And so what we initially educated this person on is fueling his body enough for the amount of exercise that he was doing. He was exercising about 5 times a week for about an hour, sometimes a little bit more than that if he went on like a long hike or something like that, okay? And so what we had to do is actually fuel his body enough. And so we recommended he take in close to about 2,500 calories a day. And what was happening is that he was actually starting to lose a little bit of fat. You can see here, based on his initial body composition, that his fat was slowly trending down, which is great, right? However, he didn't feel like it was trending down fast enough, and he wanted it to happen faster. And to be totally honest with you, he wasn't fully convinced that eating this amount of food was what was appropriate for him. His whole life, he had thought, well, no, I just need to eat less and less and less. And our philosophy of telling him he actually needs to fuel his body enough just wasn't sitting right with him. So what happened between June and July of 2019 that you can see here? So as I mentioned before and showed you just one screen ago, from February to June, we saw that his fat was slowly trending down, but that he didn't think was fast enough. So from June to July, he was basically like, hey, I'm gonna do my own thing. To be totally honest with you, I'm not gonna do what you say, and I'm gonna try this 3-week detox that I found online. And I don't honestly remember the specifics of it. Some of this stuff I can't keep track of all of the fads that are out there. But it was a fad diet, and it was requiring him to drink like a smoothie, I think, and do some other things of detoxing from sugar, etc., right? And so then he did this from June to July, and look at his numbers. So he came back in July having only weighed himself, saying like, look, I told you this would work, I lost weight, etc. But look, he lost all lean mass and actually gained fat. So this was not successful, and even though his scale weight looked less, he lost all lean mass, including muscle, collagen, connective tissues, and stuff that we don't want to lose. So again, I'm pointing this out to you today because I do think that it's easy to see these ads on Instagram or TikTok or wherever it is and get kind of sold and be like, oh, well, this one seems a little bit different, or this one seems legit, or whatever it is. But please don't fall for them. The best thing that you can do for your body is consistency. And when I say consistency, I mean consistency with fueling your body enough every single day and doing movement that you love. It's no secret that there's no such thing as a magic pill, and anything that is promoting very quick weight loss or something that's just going to have fat drop off of your body, or some of these kind of crazy claims that we see on social media, all do not work. Please don't fall victim to them. If you have lots of questions about your nutrition, I definitely recommend going to see a dietitian if you can. If you have any like small questions that we might be able to answer, please leave them in the comments. We are here to help and give you whatever information that we can. But remember, slow and steady wins the race, and you want to be consistent with good nutrition and moving your body. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. We are so happy that you're here.